Shalom, shalom. Before going to this lesson, all praise and glory to Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kadash. The bonus to the apostles and members everywhere. Pastor Taha, when the other apostles on down. Pastor Taha is a great leader. All the apostles on down. Bashim Yahushua, back to all them brothers. Much love and respect. Apostles and elders. They are the ones that first start teaching about the RFID microchip, and they're still teaching about it on to this day, and showing you that's in the script, that it is in the scripture, and that's it, a part of the prophecy. It's one of the things that we should look out for, and what the Lord said about it. And what the Lord said about it is that we shouldn't take it, and that it will cause a lot of destruction, a lot of division, and without it you won't be able to buy or sell or get any access to society. All right, so this segment, all right, this lesson, God's will is edifying unto you brothers, you newcomers in the faith, and the Israelites are scattered in the four corners of the earth, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, native Indian. God's will, this is comforting to you. Alright. Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all about small and great, rich and poor, free and born, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads. Alright. Because it's all about small and great, rich and poor, free and born, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads. Alright, and that's talking about the elite of America, cause all the people of the face of the earth, all those in America, to receive a mark. Whether you're small, whether you're great, whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're walking free or you're in jail, and receive a mark in your right hand or in your forehead. Now, let us go into that word mark in the Greek, because when you go into the history, you will see that the New Testament was in the Greek. All right, it was in the Greek, and the Greek was translated to English. All right, and in the Greek it gave a better understanding with certain words. All right, it gave a better understanding. All right, of the scripture. So this is the word mark. You see here the Greek. Let's listen to it.
Strong's G 5480.
Charagma. Alright, it said from the same as a scratch or itching, stamp as a badge of servitude, or sculptured figure, statue, graven mark. Alright, it meaning a mark. When you think about graven, and you hear about graven mark, what comes to mind? A statue, or a statue being engraved, out of wood. All right, something being carved into something. All right, that's what comes to mind. I say a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamp on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. The scripture said there are many Antichrists. All right. It said the mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. All right. So it's something carved into your skin. All right. And that's the RFID microchip. That's the mark of the beast. All right. Because Without that, you won't be able to buy or sell. And the way of implementing it is to carve it into your skin or your foreheads. Alright, let's look up foreheads. Alright, let's look up foreheads. It says foreheads at opposite the countenance foreheads. Alright, it said the space between the eyes, the forehead. Alright, it's not tattoo. Alright, it's not tattoo. You grow up and you hear your family saying tattoo is the mark of the beast, your granny and your aunts and all of them. But it's not tattoo. It's actually the RFID microchip. That's the mark of the beast, right? Now let us go to I'll find out what is it, what it look like, what it looks like. Right, the RFID microchip, RFID microchip. Right, images. This is what it looks like. This is what the Apostle John saw in his vision that the Lord gave to him. And the Lord tell him to prophesy. He show unto his servant. This RFID microchip the Lord said to show unto his servant. You see here? This is what he saw. And he saw a lot of people taking it and a lot of people being destroyed by it. And he saw people reject it. Alright, which is the elect of Yahweh Bashmi Hashai, those that is with the Lord. Alright, you see this? Alright, and they're seeking it to make it smaller than a grain of rice right now. Are you ready for a medical RFID implant? You see? This chip after carved into your skin. You see? Alright. It's a physical thing. As you can see, this is what the Apostle John saw when he was on the island of Patmos, receiving the visions from the Lord. The scripture tell you that the Lord gives vision. Scripture tell you that. Alright? Don't take the mark. It's not the barcode scanner. It's not what do you call this thing? Forget it. Oh God. I forget it. It's not none of that. It's this chip. Alright. You see, this is being carved into this person's skin by way of a laser, it looks like. You see? We have a laser. Alright. You see? We have a syringe is being carved into that person's skin. Alright. Showing you it's smaller than a 1 cent or a dime, as you Americans will call it. Alright, you see the forehead. Alright, Elon Musk with Neuralink is heavy on the forehead microchip on brain implants right now. Alright, that's to show you that these things are coming to pass, and this is one of the major things that is written in the scripture. Alright, this is one of the major things. Scripture tells us that many will be destroyed, and many were destroyed for taking this. Alright, will be destroyed. Sorry, not war. Will be destroyed. Alright, for taking it. I'm speaking because in the scripture everything is written. It already come to pass. Already come to pass, as you know. Let me make myself clear. Meaning, you're just waiting for it to play out. Alright? Just waiting for it to play out. Lord say a lot of people gonna be killed. And take it. Alright? They're gonna be in torment. Alright? Alright? You won't be in torment for taking this. This is not something to take. Alright? Let's see some videos. It's just 10 minutes. Everything you need to know before getting an RFID implant. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. A sec. Let's load this up.
I'll make a fist to squeeze the tag to the top of my skin. When I approach the device, it opens the Facebook page I set it to.
Colin Crovino has a microchip implanted in both of his hands.
Some people just look really grossed out. I put my hand up and I let them poke at it and they freak out.
Developed in the 1950s and 60s, RFID chips, short for radio frequency identification, have been used by retailers to track packages and prevent theft. Farmers use the chips to keep tabs on their livestock. Pet owners use them to identify their cats and dogs. And lately, members of the so-called body hacker movement have been implanting RFID chips under their skin, programming them to perform various tasks. Colin Crovino, a smartphone repairman in Brooklyn, New York, uses his chips to open his front door. He found them on a website called Dangerous Things that sells implant kits and offers user tips.
I came across it when I was doing research on the Samsung deadbolt that I bought. And then the first thing that I noticed was that I could get an RFID tag that would work with the deadbolt.
Crovino plans to modify one of his motorcycles next.
And I haven't decided on where I want to put the authenticator, the antenna. Thinking probably down by the seat somewhere because this comes off. So I would just tap my hand on it. Then the light would come on as if I put the key in. And then I would just hit the ignition, start the vehicle.
RFID retailers estimate that between 30 and 50,000 people worldwide have chip implants in their bodies. German tech consultant Andreas Sjöström used his chip as a boarding pass on a recent flight from Stockholm to Paris, and to get into an airport VIP lounge. Skeptics say the implants raise privacy issues and worry that strangers could tap into the information on a chip without the owner's knowledge. Others say potential uses for the technology, such as keeping track of a patient with dementia, could pose ethical concerns. But Crovino and others see a future where technology and the human form will merge.
I think when it becomes more prevalent and there's a lot more things and options that you can do with this, that people will, opt in for that kind of augmented human sort of attitude. That's why I have an Android device and not an iPhone, is because I want to be able to customize everything I have, so why should I not be able to customize myself?
See, let's get a couple more precept. Let's go to Revelation 16. Taking the microchip is detrimental. Alright, to your physical health and most importantly to your spiritual health. The Lord will totally destroy you. There ain't no coming back from that once you take it. And I heard a great voice, Revelation 16:1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your way and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the microchip is something that you should take in solemnly, with knowledge and understanding about it. Alright? And wear it a sign in the scripture, something that you should take in solemnly, but not to be scoffed at, alright, or to look down upon. Alright, as an Israelite man, as an Israelite woman. Alright? Revelation 16:2, and the first went and poured out the vials upon the earth, and they fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. Alright, you won't get a grievous sore